Hello, welcome to the channel. So in this video, we are going to discuss the second concept in second chapter of CFR, that is uses of IFRS. So in the first video of second chapter, we discussed about the meaning and the features of IFRS and which is the organization which is responsible for making the IFRS. So in this video we are going to discuss who are the users of IFRS. So here is a list of 6 members we can say. First is investors, employees, lenders like debenture holders and creditors, suppliers, customers and the government. Let's have a look one by one. The first of all is the investor. So investors, it can be a normal person or it can be a foreign person or it can be any person. Either he is a higher class people, or it can be middle class people, or it can be lower class people. Anybody who wants to invest in any kind of chits funds or in any kind of shares of a company, first of all the person will look into the solvency position of that company, whether the company is having the suitable liquidity, whether the company will be able to repay the amount which is invested, or they can give them proper level of dividends, or they can they can have a company have a future prospectus. So there is a lot of things which should be seen before investing in any kind of chits, in any kind of shares, or giving money to others, like we are giving money as a debt. So there is a lot of things we must check before giving or before investing our money in any kind of shares, chits, funds, etc. So here also the IFRS will provide a financial report which is faithful, which has adequate information written in the financial statement. So if a company is following IFRS standards, then the financial statements of that company is faithful and that company's financial statements can be trustworthy. So if the investors, they want a financial report, they get a good financial report, they can take decisions about buying and selling of the shares. So here, with the help of IFRS, the investors will get a financial report which consists of the company's future prospectus, which shows the company's liquidity, which shows the company's solvency position, and it also let the investors to expect the level of dividend, to expect the level of interest the company could pay them in the future. So here it is very useful for the investors if the company is following the IFRS standards. Next is the employees. Now how IFRS implementation helps the employees? So here financial reporting helps the employees to know about their security of the job. So here IFRS, if the company is implementing IFRS does not only meant by accounting, it also provides security for the employees. So here employees, with the help of the company's future prospectus, they can get to know the security of their employment. So and also they can demand for the salary increment, they can collectively bargain the salaries. So here the employees, with the help of the financial reporting, IFRS financial reporting, they can know the security of their employment. How many years I can stay in this company, how many years I can have a good future in this company, how many years they can employ me, and depending upon them, that financial reporting, they can bargain their salaries, they can ask for the increments, they can ask for the incentives and other kinds of facilities provided by the company. So here IFRS is also useful for the employees in order to know the future of their job. Next is the lender. So here users of IFRS, the main users are the debenture holders and the creditors. So here lenders, they need information to decide whether to lend a company or not. Same here like investors only. Investors, they will invest their amount in the company. Here we are talking about other than the shareholders, other than the owners of the company. Here the debenture holders and the creditors who are not the owners of the company, they are getting only interest. They are not getting any kind of part in the profit of the company. So here the lenders, they need information whether to invest their funds, lakhs together, crores together funds in the company or not. So here that information will be provided by the IFRS. So they will also need to check the value of any security. For example, the 1 crore rupees will be taken by a company. So 1 crore rupees they are asking from a financial institution. So before lending that loan to that particular company, the bank will ask for the security, of course, right? Without any kind of security, I'm talking about crore, the bank will not provide even the thousands of rupees or in lakhs also. They won't provide any kind of loan without any kind of security. If they pledge anything, if they provide a kind of security, then only the particular amount will be refunded to their account as a loan. So here also lenders who are the creditors, who can be the debenture holders, it can be anyone who is lending money to the company, they need information about the financial position, solvency of the company, liquidity position of the company, to know whether the company will be able to return their money in the future or not, whether they will be able to pay the interest on time or not. So these kind of information will be given by the IFRS. So the third are the lenders who gets the financial information with the help of the financial statements. Next is the suppliers. So here without any suppliers, the company cannot produce the products. So if they get the raw materials from the good supplier, if they are getting the good quality of raw materials, the good quality of products will be produced. Here suppliers also need information whether the particular company can be a good customer to them or not, whether they will be able to pay back the debts, whether they will be able to pay back the collection to them, they will be able to pay back the prices. If suppose if there is an inflation, suddenly if there is an inflation, if the supplier is continuously supplying the products, for example the supplier is producing the supplying the products, and he is collecting monthly whatever the raw materials he is collected, he is collecting monthly the collection of the prices of the raw material. Now if the company, suddenly there is an inflation, now if the company is not able to earn the good profits, if now the company if the company is not able to pay back the amounts to the suppliers, the supplier will also face problem. He won't get any kind of raw material. He also has to purchase the raw materials from some other person. Now the supplier, before supplying the raw materials to a particular company, he would also like to see the financial position of the company. So in case if there is some kind of uncertainty whether the company will be able to pay back his debts, it can be any kind of uncertainty. I gave you an example of inflation. So it can be any kind of uncertainty if the company will be able to pay back that amount to the supplier or not. These kinds of all the background information will be needed for any person. It can be for the investor, it can be for the employees, it can be for the lenders, and it can be for the supplier. So anybody who is associated with a particular company, who wants to associate with a particular company, first of all they will see the background of the company, the solvency position of the company, the liquidity position of the company. Now where they will get a liquidity position, solvency position of the company? Of course they will get in the financial statement. If they get if they see the financial statements of the company, they will get to know. If they see the financial report of the company, they will get to know about all these details. Now who is providing that information faithfully? If the company is implementing the IFRS, the IFRS is making sure that all the fake biased is being removed, and all the adequate and the transparent information should be shown in the financial statement. So this is the way where the IFRS is being helpful for the investors, it's being helpful for the employees, it's being helpful for the lenders, and it's also being helpful for the suppliers, customers and the government. So let's have a look how it is being useful for the customers. So here then the customers also need information about the company to for example, whether the company is providing good quality of products. So if the company is being continuously producing, the customers wants to know about what the customers wants. They want only good quality products with a reasonable prices, and if they want to stick, if they like the product, if they want to stick on that particular product, they'll make their favorite brand. So here customers will also get about information about the prices of the goods, the reasonable and the transparent prices. They will get information with the help of the IFRS. Next is the last is the government. So here governments for giving the license, before giving the license, a financial statements, a financial position of the company, what capital they have invested, what debts they have, who are the shareholders, what are the amounts, who are the debenture holders, every kind of financial information should be given. It should be given for the registration. You all have studied this in the corporate administration. So here why the government is asking this? The government is asking this for the compliance of the tax, whether the company will be able to pay the tax and the general contribution of the company, for example like for contributing for the society, contributing for the protection of the environment, etc. So these are the users of the IFRS. The first was the investor, the next was the employees, lenders, suppliers, customers and the government. So this is the second concept which we have discussed in this video. In the coming video we are going to discuss the benefits and the disadvantages of the IFRS, and the remaining topics are process of setting the IFRS, practical challenges, and we have to distinguish between the IFRS, US GAAP and the Indian GAAP. So after discussing all these four concepts, our second chapter will end. After that we'll discuss the third chapter in our further coming videos. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comments below or in your WhatsApp group. If you found this video helpful, if you found my videos helpful, you can share, subscribe and liked my videos. Thank you.